on the internet, you've been going as Professor Puth.
Yeah.
Now,
Kind of dressed like it now, too.
Look, very handsome.
Thanks.
We want to confirm that you've properly earned this title.
Oh, boy. This is where I fail. I'm so bad at taking exams. I always failed tests at Berkeley. I love Berkeley, but I never did well.
Charlie, thank you for joining me on Switched on Pop. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you for playing some piano for us.
Yeah.
You have a new song out called Changes.
Yes.
I want to take a listen to it.
Okay.
And I want to hear about some of the changes that you're going through.
Okay. Ooh. Best speakers ever. I love these speakers. I mix these. I mix the
You
song
mix on
these
the
speakers.
yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
This is exactly how it should be
The
translated.
NS10s, right?
Yeah, these are the contemporary Aventone versions of the NS10s.
Well,
the famous Yamaha NS10s are out of production.
Oh, well, okay. Well, they sound exactly the same.
So the last that you were on Switched on Pop, you chatted with my colleague Nate about the song Hero, which in contrast is a quite sort of minimalist production. And I feel like here on Changes, everything is overflowing. There's literally like a gospel choir in the background.
Yeah.
How do you feel like this maximalist production is supporting the message of the song?
Well, this song aligns with my life right now. And before I was like, I better put a song out. And I was like, and in the back of my mind, I was like, no, you don't have any idea what you're doing yet. You have no idea what's coming. You have to live life first and not rush the music. And that's why that's how this whole album came about. I had to take a closer look at myself, and then melody happened after. So this album started from a very non-musical place.
What are the changes?
Well, the obvious changes are that I'm going to be a dad.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So exciting.
In March. But there's a lot of changes loaded into Changes. The song is actually about the end of a friendship. And it just affirms to me that like people like don't really listen to the lyrics like on first listen, like me. Like I never listen to the lyrics on first listen.
I'm a lyrics 7th person.
Lyrics 110th for me.
They become so essential and important.
Yeah.
But it takes a second. Like I'm so brought in by melody, by hooks, by all of the little sweet ear candy and things you put in there.
Yeah.
And then it's like once the lyrics hit you, you're like, oh.
For some people, lyrics are first.
Yeah, right.
The steak is done in 3 minutes. But for me, it's like it's a really like thick cut. I can't cook. It's a thick cut of beef, and like it takes time to marinate.
Yeah, right.
But the song is actually about the end of a friendship, and you don't know why it ends, but it might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing. You don't really know why. The song is a big question mark, and Changes is a very multi-layered kind of thing. Maybe that's why there's so many sounds in the song too.
There's a growing up which is happening here, and how I heard that first line. And let me just play it for a second, actually.
There's been something in the air. There's been a lot of smaller talks. When we were younger, we would share our fears. Now we're afraid of being mocked.
That verse is about things have changed. It's not how it used to be. And you make it fun by repeating the talk and the talk and the talk. I'm sad, but am I really not?
Which is often the emotion that we have to put on when it's like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. We're doing the small talk, and you're like putting the smile on.
Yeah, it's like, did we ever know each other, really? Yeah. But, I mean, again, it can be, it's a happy sounding song, so it doesn't have to be all, it's not even sad. I wouldn't describe it as sad. Maybe I was wrong saying that. It's more like melancholic in a way.
Reminiscent,
yeah.
The song leans heavily into the sounds of, I think of like adult pop music of the 1980s.
Yeah, tape cassette in the 5 series.
Exactly. So
your car smells like spilled coffee.
Thinking Phil Collins, Peter Gabriel, Lionel Richie. I think about the productions of like Hugh Padgham and Trevor Horn.
Absolutely.
The 80s have been really big recently, but maybe kind of more as like an element. I think of the maybe the snare drum and synths of Blinding Lights. Or Kiss Me More sample
Sure.
interpolates Olivia Newton-John. But this is like, you're really going for a sound that actually I don't hear a lot today.
Well, I think anything I make is always going to be derived from something. Anything that anyone makes is going to be like, there's, whether it be the overall sound, like the lyric, it might be, there's always something to borrow from, in my opinion, that is. But I wouldn't even describe this song as I think it's very easy for most to like call it a complete 80s production, but I think if we were to really zoom in on it, it's almost like the point in time where producers and musicians were trying to figure out where to go in the 90s. Like, if this came out in October of 1989 and there's a brand new piece of gear and a brand and a 909, which I think came out in 87, but just
Drum machine.
A drum machine, like new pieces of gear and
Yeah.
Pro Tools, formerly Sound Tools. It's like you could record things even more digitally and like run them through the analog desk, and you had more headroom suddenly. There's a real difference between a 1990 record and a 1989 record, in my opinion.
So much difference of clarity.
Absolutely.
You listen to some of the records that I think this references, and you're like, oh, it feels smaller. It doesn't punch as hard. And it's just because of changes in technology.
I mean, to bring up an example, listen to Get Into the Groove by Madonna and compare it to Life is a Mystery.
Like a Prayer.
Like a Prayer.
Okay.
When did Like a Prayer come out versus Get Into the Groove?
So Into the Groove is 85, Like a Prayer, 1989, March 1989.
Yes, I'm right. Incredible.
So good.
Oh my god, I got like face chills. These are one of those songs that like didn't even matter what they wrote in the verse. The chorus is just so good.
I mean, it basically starts right there too, which I love.
Okay, so like copy that in your mind and then listen to
Okay.
Like a Prayer.
So much wider, cleaner, crisper.
You could fit more instruments, literally, into the board. They figured out how to use the older equipment better. Changes is not like a 1981 record. It's more of like a 1989, 2026 record. Because I feel like music in 2020 sounds completely different than 2026, in my opinion.
Well, what are some of those differences?
I actually feel like things have gotten a little wetter.
More reverb.
Like there was this TikTok song in 2020. It was like dancing in my room. Forgive me. I don't remember who the artist was. I remember the drums being really, really dry.
I've been dancing in my room, swaying my feet, trying to get you love and a kiss on the cheek.
And now you hear like a Conan Gray song, an Olivia Rodrigo song. It's drenched in reverb because I don't know. It's just stylistically how you get the emotion out.
Speak up, I know you hate me. Looked at your picture and cried like a baby.
So what are some of the sounds of these eras that you're drawing from that are most resonant that you wanted to play with?
Oh, I mean, I think the Lynn drum is forever a staple. I was listening to New Light by John Mayer the other day, and he did a record he produced with No ID.
But if you give me just one night, you're gonna see me in a new light. Yeah, if you give me just one night to meet you underneath the moonlight.
And the bass of that, I'm assuming there's a real drum kit, probably with the room mics, and then there's a Lynn kick and snare and a Lynn clap. That record came out in 2019, and then you listen to what's the Prince song? 1999, which came out in 82, and you hear the same Lynn claps, just processed a little bit differently, or maybe they're not. I like hearing a song that came out in 2025 and drawing the similarities to like something that happened in the 80s. Even records from like, if you listen to Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod Stewart. that's going into the disco era, but you can feel the producer trying to figure out, like, we're going into a new era. Where do we go? There's all this new equipment. Are we going to use a real snare? Or are we going to blend it with this new Lin thing that we just got? Like,
Right.
You can feel this record going into the 90s, and I wanted Changes to feel like it was going into 2026.
There's been some changes in our life. I can feel the distance. Space and time has made everything different. Day and night, everything has changed. And I don't know why.
Changes is such a different record for me than Attention was,
Oh.
which is just no reverb.
You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just
One of my
making
favorite productions of all time.
I teach it. I taught it twice yesterday.
I love that song.
Well, a lot of people do. It's the ultimate example of the down chorus. It is the thing that defies all your expectations. The first time I heard it, I'm like, what?
I guess I got the idea from I Can't Feel My Face from The Weeknd.
Oh yeah.
I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it.
I definitely wasn't the inventor of that, of the anticlimactic drop, but
But it earns it because you're grabbing someone's attention, and it.
well, for a while there, a lot of songs had the anti-drop, but it was all in progressive house music.
Right.
You'd listen to anything from like progressive house, like 2014. There's a song called I think Martin Garrix's Helicopter, and it's just like these beautiful synths, and then heavy Nicky Romero's sidechain,
Yeah.
and just dry, but like also wet. But the sidechain makes it feel dry. To me, that was that was like a big drop.
Let's talk more about some of those sounds though that are. So we got that Lin drum. Any other characteristic sounds of this sort of 1989 late 80s thing?
Probably what's this called? The clave?
Yeah.
If you play at the very top of Changes,
Yeah.
it's just like a little perk. It's really quiet. You listen to Gap Band. Got the idea to put that in there from this song, and they would put it over the snare drum.
Right.
Isley Brothers did that a lot too, and then of course Nas would later sample it. And I was like, wow, a snare and a clave at the same time. I got to put a clave.
Yeah.
And my song Boy has a clave. I love clave. There's a song by the DOC called Is It Funky Enough that has many claves because Dr. Dre loved putting claves on the grid.
Huh. Right.
I'm going
Well,
off
and you know,
the
one
rail
of the
here.
things that makes me realize we've been living in an era of a lot of sort of dark music. A lot of, in order to make room for the vocal, oftentimes just filtering out all of the main music bed.
Yeah.
And it's underwater. Mm-hmm. Changes is the exact opposite. The clave is bright. Everything is forward. It's right in front of your face.
Yeah, because, and again, I'm not the only artist doing this right now, but I think it's exciting when I don't hear something and I only hear a few artists doing it. Like Audrey Hobart is making music right now that's like very in your face. The synths are like almost as loud as her vocals. She's wonderful.
Being a saint is exhausting. See me, I wanna be wanted. See me, I wanna be wanted. See me, I wanna be. See me, I wanna be. See me, I wanna be wanted. See me,
Very
I
cool sound
wanna
on
be
here.
wanted.
You got to tell me though about the changes in Changes.
Sure.
What's going on? What are the changes over there?
Oh, you mean the chord
Oh yeah,
changes?
yeah. If you have a song called Changes and you're Charlie Puth, people want to hear about the changes.
Well, it's Blood Pop is so who I made the record with is so funny because he'll be designing a game while I'm loading up sounds. Like he will have his computer here and just be literally writing code for a game like Fortnite, like his own version of Fortnite. He was like, I'm making this game right now. He's a genius. But he'll be like, okay, let's get to work. So he'll put the game window over here for all the code, and then he'll pull up Ableton on the other side of his window, and he'll I think he does it on purpose so he doesn't overthink. He'll just drag and drop samples. And it was a very good, clunky start of changes, and I heard nothing had velocity. It just sounded like drag and drop samples that he was like manipulating, and and I heard that guitar, and I was like, uh-oh, needs a couple of suspended chords. The dissonance there. And then when I did that, he stood up and was like, yum. He says yum when he likes things. He stood up and... I don't know the names of these chords. I just... And then he was like, something has to change for the pre-chorus. And I love Phil Collins, obviously. And Phil always went to the minor 2 for pre-chorus, especially on his album Sorry I Must Be Going. And Blood doesn't know the name of the chords either, but I was playing something wrong before. I was doing something lame, like and he was like, no, it's like it needs to feel like you're not done yet. And I was like, what is feeling like you're not done yet sound like? Ooh. And I just started playing without a lyric written, and then I'm just mumbling things into this microphone actually, and I just instinctually was just like, and he stood up and was like, there's been some changes. That's literally how it went. I was like, there's been some changes? We're like, yeah, you got married, there's been some changes. And I sang it like, there's been some changes. And it was like, no, do it like a 50-person choir is behind you. There's been some changes. There's been some changes. And then when I did that, we both stood up, and then we wrote the whole chorus in like one shot.
You've been working hard recently in bringing back the piano solo into pop music. I love the piano solo in this record. It reminds me, feels very in the language of like Bruce Hornsby, the way it is.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we were listening to. We were listening to a bunch of stuff, but
so those are some good changes.
I think we actually sent it to Bruce Hornsby. We sent the song to Bruce Hornsby, and he heard it and wrote an email back from our contact, and he said, this is wonderful, but I don't know what I could add to this. This sounds done. Which I was disappointed because I was like, I want to put Bruce Hornsby on changes, but that was, I realized that's like true musicianship when you know when to stay back. He was like, why would I replay this piano part? It sounds done. So that was a very nice compliment from him.
Part of it is just that it captures a bit of the tone of that moment, that really crisp, bright, feels like a Yamaha piano.
Remember the what are the CDs? Enigma? It was music made to make you relax. It was like big choirs.
Oh, Pure Moods.
Pure Moods? Was it Pure Moods?
Oh, that's okay. Pure Moods was the...
I think it was Pure Moods. Where did I get Enigma?
No. That's the name of the record. Pure Moods was the album, the compilation album, and you're thinking of Return to Innocence by Enigma.
It's made to like you're driving back from work music.
Yeah.
That's what kind of kicked off this whole record. Is not a song specifically, not a Bruce Hornsby song specifically, but just the feeling of what those records did when there was a little less technology. You didn't know what 100,000 people were doing at once. When you called somebody and said, I'll be over at 8, and you were expected to go over at 8, there were no text messages. It's just, there was technology, but they were like bricks of cell phones, and there was a bit of peace. The only peace you have now is when you don't have Wi-Fi on your airplane, and you have no choice but to turn off. We also had no choice to turn off back then, and I lived through that too. But then I also saw the dawn of technology and how that affected music in a good way too. But the music I'm making now, this album, I would say, kind of is turn your mind off music.
It's got that choir going.
Yeah, that choir.
Cool thinking.
That choir came at the very, very end. It actually started out as AI. There's a program called Replay, and I sang into. I can, I can build. I'm not the only one who can do this, but I can build out the. I start up here, changes, and I kind of manipulated my voice to sound like a lot of people in a choir. Changes in our life, oh, changes in our life. Just yawn and make your voice a little wider. Changes in our life, and then double that, go back and changes in our life. And then I took every mono vocal track and ran it through this choir setting, and it sounded like a choir.
Yeah.
And then we got a real choir and layered it on top of the fake choir.
Really sounds like a choir.
And I thought I was going to take out the AI choir, but it just did something. It lifted. It's like what Steely Dan used to do when they recorded a flute. They would put a little sine wave under the flute.
Huh. You've been showing us some really fun music. On the internet, you've been going as Professor Puth.
Yeah.
Now,
Kind of dressed like it now, too.
look, very handsome.
Thanks.
We want to confirm that you've properly earned this title. My colleague Nate has PhD as a professor at USC.
Yeah.
I profess at NYU and at Berklee College of Music. Our institutions have bestowed zero power upon us, but with the powers of podcasting, we want to make sure that you've passed your Switched On Pop qualifying exam.
Oh boy, this is where I fail. I'm so bad at taking exams. I always failed tests at Berklee. I love Berklee, but I never did well on the tests.
Let's see if we can come out of this earning Professor Puth.
Okay.
So let's start with an easy one.
Okay.
Can you play a 2-5-1 in the key of B flat major?
If I have enough room here. 2, 5, 1.
Very nice. On the little piano. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go to the key of F? Another 2-5-1, but can you add a secondary dominant and a tritone substitution?
This is where you start to. So F major. That's the 2-5-1. Now, what did you
we
ask
need a
for?
secondary dominant in there.
I don't know what a secondary.
Make the 2 a 2-7.
What's a 2-7?
Like a 2 dominant set. Instead of a minor, make it a
2, 5, and then.
tritone sub down to B flat.
Bro,
Okay.
No, keep this in here. I want people to know. I'm rusty. I honestly don't really even know how to write music down anymore.
Wow.
On a recent TikTok video, I wrote the actual notes of a song, like A, B, C, A.
And someone was like, you did
and
it
someone
wrong.
was like, why didn't you just write what is it even called? Not manuscript. The
sheet music?
The sheet music.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just write the sheet music down? And I'm so cap. I was like, oh, well, not everyone understands that. So
Yeah,
I actually don't know how to write it anymore.
I'm slow at transcribing. All right, let's do. So your Professor Puth series, you talk about how it's essential to have many different keyboards because they each have their own different voices.
Mm-hmm.
All right, scenario.
Yeah.
You're on a desert island.
Mm-hmm.
There is a generator that can only power a Fender Twin Reverb amp.
Okay.
And you can choose either a Rhodes piano, a Wurlitzer, or a CP70. Which one and why?
Rhodes 77.
Let's hear the sounds. Those are Rhodes. Can we hear the whirly?
The whirly would be. It's very Bill Withers kind of lean on.
And the CP? You play totally different stuff just by the sound of the piano, and you've chosen the Rhodes. Defend your decision.
Because I feel like it just blends with everything better than anything. You could. There's a song called Halftime by Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
Simple sweet guitars, humble by the bass. You can't do that with. simple sweet guitars. It's just and that's because that's that kind of song, but like, you know, just the Rhodes.
That's your sound?
There's something, the width of it, the warmth of it just can, it's kind of like water. It's like it goes with everything. It's like a blue sky, if that makes sense. Because sometimes you want a cloudy sky. Sometimes you want your autumn vibe. This is like that's your autumn vibe, but like this is like on Keisha Cole records, this is on Isley Brother records, this is on my records, this is on everybody. Like,
That's New York weather for you right there.
this is New York in October.
Where we are right now. Ah,
I
lovely.
told you. Someone's on the phone. I told you, no muddy shoes in the brownstone.
All right, Puth the Musical coming up on Broadway. This storied New York jazz club is where you recently played a small set of intimate shows.
Yeah, that was very hard to
Sorry,
do.
it's a Jeopardy question.
Oh, what is Blue Note?
What is a blue note?
What is a Blue Note? I don't know. I'm not synesthetic, so I don't really know what colors are. Like the pink pop sign there, like doesn't sound like a C major chord to me. It's just a blue note to me is just a place.
Oftentimes in the blues scale, guitarists especially will talk about the sort of the note in between the major third and the minor third as the blue note, which we can't do on the piano.
See, when I hear major third, like I have to like think like the major third. But like I know what it is. It's just like it's not as instantaneous as like calling out the chord, which is so weird for me.
Out of all of the venues that you could have played at, you could have played giant arenas. You chose the Blue Note, small jazz club. How come?
Because I probably won't have a chance to do it ever again. And for a small group of people to remember what they heard, it just won't translate in an arena. Arenas are amazing, and I'm super happy that we can play those too. But I wanted people to have a very intimate experience, and you get that by, hitting the pedal and then accidentally hitting someone's Negroni. At the same time, like you can like smell the food being made. The kitchen staff is running in between. The servers are taking everyone's orders. It's like I needed that for. I just heard you found the one you've been looking for. I wish I would have known that wasn't me. This is the arena. This is the arena version of We Don't Talk Anymore. This is the Blue Note version.
Ooh. Dropping down to the roads.
Yeah, down to the roads. It just reminded me the sound matched the venue.
Storied Jazz Institution. So many of the best players have played there.
Oh, and I've never been. Can you believe that?
Whoa.
I'd never been.
Transformative. Okay. What is the grooviest song in an odd meter?
Oh. Too high, too high. The it's on the Stevie Wonder. I know how to play the songs. I don't know the names of.
Too High.
Is it called Too High? Is this a weird meter? Not really. No, this isn't a weird meter.
I mean, like 15 Step by Radiohead.
I don't know it. I don't listen to a lot of Radiohead.
That's a fun one.
Educate me.
This track. "15 Steps." Pretty groovy.
This is amazing. I've never heard this.
Yeah, that's off of In Rainbows.
I'm just discovering that I don't really listen to a lot of music I'm listening to Metallica records in my head.
Oh,
like
fun.
The For Whom the Bell Tolls. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun. That's 4/4 timing too. Wow, I guess I'm not really turned on by weird.
Maybe Tool, if we want to stick in the metal world.
I don't know that. What's that?
Oh, like Lateralis. This is probably elementary school on this record.
I feel like I'm turning on Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
All right, let's go.
What about Blind by Korn? Do they like it starts? They have like a break, and then they just come back into it. The 808.
Oh yeah,
There's an 808.
that's a cool record.
You would never expect this record to have an 808 in it.
No.
A lot of metal records and new metal records had 808s in them.
Huh.
The drums. It comes right after this. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's okay. I love the drum sound on that record. It's
That's
like
fun.
it sounds like they just put up one microphone and it's recorded in a garage or something.
What is formant shifting, and can you demonstrate it without the use of technology?
Formant shifting, like if my voice was like this and you hear the overtones and it's I can't do it as well, but sometimes there's an overtone that like someone else could do it way better, but there's an overtone that happens and like it stereoizes it a little bit. And
It's like the shifting of the vowel placement.
yeah, it actually sometimes when I'm like correcting a note that I really didn't hit, but I really like the performance.
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to be here and I'm here and I'm in the melodyne and I drag it up to here, sometimes it'll make it sound a little. So I have to go to the formental and. That's the best way I can describe it.
In your Professor Puth series, you talk about tape machine sweetening in the song "Everybody Wants to Rule the World." It was pitched up. You say that it was scientifically proven to make you feel differently emotionally, that the frequency 528 is the love frequency. This idea has been wildly debunked by musicians like Ben Jordan. Is the love frequency totally baloney? What's going on?
Man, I don't know. It's whatever feels good. It's not that serious. It's just music. It's like the world's serious enough. We're just here to have a good time and to have a 3-minute, 4-minute, 5-minute break. I just looked it up. That's what it said that it was. I'm just trying to inspire people to make music.
Who's one of the most overlooked figures of pop history and why?
One of the most overlooked figures in pop, Rod Temperton, because Heat Wave, obviously an R&B group, but I believe he was like the godfather, with Quincy, of bringing R&B into pop, sneaking R&B into pop. George Benson, Just Give Me the Night. And that's a pop record, but with a like completely different, like a B section.
So give me the night. Give me the night.
You listen to You Put a Move on My Heart by Tamia. I got a real. I think that's how it starts.
Maybe I just want you to understand.
Ooh.
Just accept
Those are such Rod chords. I get little chills. That's like,
that's so lovely.
and All You Do Is Dial by Heat Wave.
Heat Wave.
Like a minute in.
Okay.
Yeah. Same key as the You Put a Move on My Heart record, written by the same guy. R&B records, but then you listen to Thriller, which is a pop album, and it's all those same chords, but disguised as pop music. So I think he's really underappreciated.
Okay, final question for you. You're going through changes.
Yes.
You're going to be a dad. Can you sing any major key children's song in a minor key?
Oh, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Sounds like Fiddler on the Roof. You make me happy when skies are gray. Na 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 do. Please don't take my sunshine away. And here it is, and you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. But those are good exercises to do when you're stuck on writing. Those like sing songs in minor keys. I'll do that sometimes to just re-inspire the brain.
I feel like you have overwhelmingly passed your qualifying exam. You are now qualified to move on to the next stage of professorship, which is submitting your dissertation. The due date is going to be March 6th. You can submit whatever is clever back to our committee.
Not busy at all. But I would submit something. My lesson would be don't overthink things. I mean, you don't have to like know all the technical stuff, because people don't know all the technical stuff when they're listening to music. They just want to feel something. They want a breather from the exhausting thing that is life. We're making fantasies for people.
They want to feel the changes.
They want to feel the changes. And that's a good way to bookend it all.
Thank you, Charlie. It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.